Hello and welcome to Comms Business Live. I'm Charlotte, editor of Comms Business, and today I'm delighted to be joined by David Fisher, who leads EMEA distribution and wholesale at Zoom, and Graham Kedzlie, who is director of voice sales at PlatformX. Welcome, both of you.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte.
Thanks for joining me today. So today we're going to be discussing how Zoom and PlatformX are partnering to support the channel, with insights from both companies around how the voice market is evolving and what this means for the offerings channel companies create for their customers. So to kick us off, I just wanted some thoughts from both of you on how you see the voice market as evolving and what that means for the channel. So maybe if we start with you, David.
Yeah, thank you. So I think our insights are really that people want a brand and an offering that they can rely on. And from a Zoom perspective, it's also not just thinking about voice, but also the ability to transition from voice into video, into chat. So really have different mediums to communicate in a single source platform based on a solid foundation of cloud. So that's really where Zoom's coming at it from. And we're really looking to be disruptive in that telephony marketplace so that we can convert some of the legacy platforms or legacy customers using legacy platforms to a pure cloud solution, which is Zoom.
Absolutely. And Graham, how about kind of PlatformX's perspective? And the name itself probably tells you a little bit there.
It does, yeah, no, absolutely. So if I kind of give you a very quick history lesson as well on the sort of the heritage and background. So PlatformX, formerly known as TalkTalk and Virtual One. So about 20 years ago, we were in the voice market. We were competing quite aggressively in the voice space. I think in the last sort of 5 or 6 years, we haven't been pushing voice as much and more of a connectivity business. I think we now believe that it's a really good time to re-enter the market, particularly with what Zoom are doing in this space. And I think big things for us are, focusing around the evolution of CX, so contact center, and AI is a real buzzword now. But for us, we want to really target that kind of SME and lower end of the mid-market in the contact center space that we think is being underserviced. So it's a really exciting time. We believe we want to add, another great product, another vendor to our kind of ever growing sort of wholesale product. So yeah, we're really excited to be at the forefront of the voice market again.
And how did this strategic agreement come about? How did you two kind of start to get to know each other and see a good way of working together?
Yeah, do you want me to start, Dave? Do you want me to?
Sure, you go ahead.
So yeah, we made a conscious decision. We wanted to get back into the voice space about 12 months ago. So we carried out quite a rigorous RFI and RFP. We spoke to about 8 different vendors, and Zoom came out, on top by quite a stretch actually. And I think the 3 key things for us were we wanted a vendor that could take us into the future, so take us, well into the next sort of 5-10 years. And what we could see from what Zoom were doing, they're plowing, an awful amount of money, or a large amount of money into R&D. So there's about $1 billion, I think, of investment going into the CX platform. So for us, that kind of future-proofs what we're looking to do. The second thing was Zoom everything's all about automation, API integration. So again, that's our heritage, that's our background. We want it to be very easy for our partners to do business and transact. So again, tick that box. And then Zoom have made a huge commitment in the channel now. So the last sort of 18 months or so, Zoom are very, very channel centric. They've come from a position of being a direct business. And, over the last 18 months, we can clearly see there's a path to become, not completely channel, but in the main, a channel business. So for us, that was really, really important. And yeah, we're all about picking the right vendor that's going to see us through for the next sort of 5-10 years. So that was that. Yeah, that was what I was going to say. So that was how we came about. Sort of, I guess, speaking. We signed a contract back in November to become a distributor of Zoom products. So we enable partners to become or to sell Zoom on a wholesale basis. So to own the customer relationship, to do the first line support, do the billing, all that good stuff. So I think I've worked really closely with Dave and his sort of expert team to craft a proposition that is really fit for the wholesale market. So yeah, Dave and I have got to know each other pretty well over the last sort of 6 months or so.
And is there anything you would add there, David, from your perspective around how Zoom has kind of pivoted to be kind of more channel centric in a way?
Yeah, let me just also add to Graham's comments. I think they obviously did the RFP and Zoom came out on top, but I think from us looking at a partner, the key message from them is they wanted to be disruptive in the voice market and contact center and see the opportunity there. So that was a good fit for us. Also for us as a Zoom channel, we're really looking to access a new partners in the market that have got telephony and contact center heritage. And PlatformX have got that background of partners that have got that skill set and knowledge to be able to take us into places where currently we can't access. And what we're working on is really how we can jointly target some of the areas where Zoom hasn't necessarily tapped into, which is more the mid-market SMB part of the customer base. And that's really how we're trying to jointly target that together. So there's a good synergy in terms of the objectives. To answer your question about channel, we've kind of had a channel go-to-market that's been a bit of a legacy from our Americas organization, which has been a referral model. We are matching that with a real focus on resale because we know in this market and from a cultural perspective, partners want to add value and they want to have the engagement with the customer and put the business through their own paper. So we're really trying to focus on building a resale model that is comparable, if not better, than the referral model. So there is choice for partners. It won't be moving everything to resale, but we want the resale model to be a real focus for us because we know that that's going to be critical to our success. And we also know that, again, in telephony and contact centers, partners have got the right skill sets, but most of those partners will want to do that in a resale wholesale model.
Absolutely. And just going back to kind of those kind of untapped portions of the market that you mentioned in your answer earlier there, why might a partner consider bringing Zoom into its portfolio? What kind of use cases could it fit for their customer bases?
So I think there's a few things more at a high level. I would see a partner should be looking at Zoom as an alternative and somewhere to invest in the future, because we've got invested in innovation. To Graham's earlier point, we've got a strong balance sheet, so we know we're going to be here to stay, and we're going to invest further in that innovation and in the channel. So it's a brand that you can kind of invest in and know it's going to be around. There's a lot of consolidation in the market, and there's a lot of risk in terms of partners' investments, but Zoom is a solid investment in terms of the future. But also, the platform is a platform, and it's not just offering a telephony solution. To Graham's point, we've got telephony, we've got a contact center solution, we've got AI wrapped around both of those. We've got the ability to do automated AI that coaches people on the effectiveness of their meetings or their sales calls. There's a huge amount of untapped opportunity that the Zoom platform can offer. So you might lead with telephony, but it could access you into the customer to bring a lot more opportunities that Zoom can kind of deliver for the partner from that.
Absolutely. And the AI capabilities that you just mentioned there are obviously increasingly relevant to lots of businesses when they're looking to the types of technologies that they want to be using within their organization. And I mean, everyone's seen what ChatGPT can do, which I think is helping businesses to visualize ways that AI might actually be able to help them, instead of it being this kind of inaccessible kind of sci-fi type thing that they don't quite know what it means in their day-to-day. So what does kind of the era of AI mean for partners across kind of the UK and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of noise around AI, to your point, Charlotte, and I think from Zoom's perspective, the priority right now is really about productivity to the user, making it simple, similar to the platform user interface. It's very easy to use the AI, whether it be creating a chat for you, creating an invite to a calendar meeting, but also things like that we use on a regular basis in Zoom, meeting summaries. So just using AI Companion that then generates a meeting summary, but also captures the actions that should be taken from the meeting, so you can send that summary at the end of the meeting, because that meeting summary may have taken you 5 or 10 minutes to generate. Well, the AI Companion's done it for you. So there's a lot of opportunity for partners, because that AI solution that Zoom's delivering is free, but that doesn't mean that the partner can't add value or put services around that AI solution, so that we might be offering it to them for free, but the partner can actually wrap that into their offering and their services that they may be supporting the customer with. So there's again opportunity for the partner to make margin and sell the value of what AI brings. And without scaring people further, I think there's further investment in AI, and therefore there's a lot more to come from Zoom from an AI perspective. I can't share any more than that, but we've already seen insights from our company kickoff that there is going to be a huge amount of new releases from an AI automation this year alone. So more to follow.
I think, yeah, bang on, David. I think on that perspective, I think from PlatformX, I'm really excited to see how partners take AI and how they monetize it. Because at the moment, I think Zoom have made the right decision to say we're not charging for this, because we don't really understand what the ROI is, right? It's hard to measure the ROI. So I think as partners get hold of this because it sits across the whole product suite. So it'd be really interesting to see how partners take it and how they maybe split it out and make margin opportunities from that. So I'm really excited to see that. And I think we're, as a business, we demerged sort of this week, actually, officially. But we're now looking at new contact center products for our businesses in-house. And we're working closely with Zoom around, rolling out Zoom's contact center within PlatformX. So I've been really impressed with how the AI is embedded into the contact center product. And I think fundamentally, contact center is the front door into any business. So having those really up to date and modern ways of integrating with users and agents, I think is so important. So yeah, we want to kind of drink our own champagne and make sure that we are consuming Zoom as well from a PlatformX point of view.
And giving partners kind of easy access to everything that they need to be able to go out and sell this technology to their customer base once they're kind of familiar with it is pretty essential in 2024. Like, channel partners in the UK love being able to just go out and do what they do well, which is selling. So what is your approach to making it easy for partners to kind of take you guys together and go out and grow their business with this technology?
Yeah, we've discussed this a lot, actually, in terms of the partnership. And I think we were in agreement that you have to enable and you have to certify really, really thoroughly before a partner can go and sell the product. So Zoom and PlatformX were in agreement that until a partner is certified in sales and technical and support, they can't sell the product. So the sales, for example, the sales certification, is all around how you position the product, how you create margin opportunities for your partner. So it's a really in-depth kind of certification and get salespeople ready to bring the products to market. So I think that's the first thing. Certification is really, really important, and enablement is really, really important for us. I spoke about it earlier, but in terms of why historically Virtual One and TalkTalk Wholesale have been so successful is the automation. So having that kind of gateway that a reseller can consume the services through our one portal. So it's our intention to have Zoom as part of that one portal, a tab. So Partners can draw down collateral, they can provision a service, they can port numbers, raise tickets, and we're able to do that because Zoom has a really incredible suite of APIs. So effectively, we're hooking onto Zoom's APIs. We're trying to automate the whole end-to-end process. So again, when a partner wants to consume a Zoom license and they want to consume connectivity at the same time and security, they can start to build their own carts to do all that. So yeah, automation is critical for the success and for us to scale as well, actually. So that's a big part of what we're doing and what we're engineering at the moment.
Absolutely. And together with that, partners also need to be able to create commercial and operational advantages as they go about selling Zoom to their customer base. How will you kind of go about helping them kind of enable that?
Dave, do you want to take this from maybe a Zoom platform point of view? And I'll take
no,
it
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we talked about enable Charlotte. We really want all of the partners to not just be certified, but go beyond certification and know how to sell it. But also there's opportunities around services that we really want partners to recognize. That the pre-sales professional services that they can offer. Yes, you can use Zoom, but we're not going to create a whole professional services huge organization. There's an opportunity for partners to certify to deliver that on our behalf. But also, I think one of the things that we're really trying to focus on is we have our own customer success organization, really looking at how end users are utilizing, adopting, and understanding the opportunities to not just use what they've got, but whether there's any upsell opportunities. The large opportunity for us is actually for partners to almost replicate that Zoom customer success model themselves and see the opportunity to not only ensure that the customer is going to renew, but through that renewal conversation, there becomes a lot of opportunities around upsell and other areas to drive other opportunities and other margins. So for us, it's going to be how do we enable partners to also replicate that customer success journey and educate them on how to have those conversations, when to have those conversations, so that there's the classic SaaS story of land and expand. They may enter a customer in one part of the portfolio, but it lends itself and leads into a huge amount of other opportunity.
Absolutely. And finally, this is obviously the early stages of your partnership together. You mentioned earlier it was signed just in November, so a few months back. So what can we expect from Zoom and PlatformX over the next 12 months as this partnership develops? And maybe if we start with you, Graham.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's our big bet for the next financial year. So, we've invested heavily into getting the platform fully integrated into our one portal. We've invested heavily in the APIs. So we're just getting ready to scale now. We're doing a kind of a pilot to the channel. So we've got around half a dozen partners that are stress testing processes, commercial models, all that sort of good stuff. The middle of the year, then we'll go live in terms of full automation. So partners can then utilize one portal. They can start building their own bundles. So we are massively excited about this. This is it's got huge visibility in the business. We've done numerous kickoffs internally, loads of excitement, loads of freebie merch being given out, so everyone's happy internally. But this is really exciting for us now, and really looking forward to see what success we can bring.
And how about for you, David?
Yeah, really just to Graham's point, bringing the partnership to fruition, making sure we make it very easy for through the one portal, making it easy for partners to not only transact but do more than just transact. That's a huge opportunity for us. I think holding our hands up as Zoom, we haven't made it easy for partners to necessarily engage with us and transact with us, and people haven't necessarily trusted we're channel friendly. We're absolutely trying to change the perception around channel. We're fully focused on making sure that we lead with channel, and channel becomes the large portion of our business. but making it easy for partners to transact is going to be critical to that success, and making them feel comfortable selling Zoom via the likes of PlatformX is also going to be essential. So that's the great opportunity I'm looking forward to in making that a lot easier for our partners to do business with us.
Lovely. So that brings us to the end of today's episode of Comms Business Live. Thanks to both of you for sharing your thoughts with us today.
No problem.
Thank you.
If anyone watching wants to find out more about how Zoom and PlatformX can support your voice, unified comms or contact center offerings, there are some links in the video description to connect you with the right people. But otherwise, thanks for joining us and goodbye.